We are living in a feminine society where boys are raised to be weak. It is deemed toxic to have natural masculine traits. And because of this, we have such a huge number of young men who aren't happy and who feel like there isn't enough meaning to their life. They think that the way to fix this is to fill it with something pleasurable, like playing video games or watching porn. But those things never seem to satisfy their needs. The thing that we need are masculine habits. The reason most relationships don't work out is more often than not the man's fault. He becomes too comfortable and too feminine. He becomes complacent and stops competing. Therefore, he loses the masculinity his woman was attracted to. And that's the first habit, competing. If you want to be a strong masculine man, you absolutely must compete with others, especially your friends. Most men don't understand the importance of this because, once again, we were raised in a feminine society. Having a brotherhood of men around you that you compete with makes you all super masculine, and it speeds up the progress for all of you. Competing with someone doesn't mean hating them. You will compete with your friends if you actually love them. For the history of humanity, men have always competed with each other, sometimes in a friendly way, sometimes like enemies. The point I am making is that for the entire history of humanity, men competed with each other. It's only now that people are trying to suppress it, saying that it's a bad thing to do something for the sole purpose of being better than another man. But this is what motivates us to work harder and be more masculine. So it's absolutely essential. If you want to be a masculine man, you have to compete with others. Habit number 2 is Stoicism. Do you know what one of the most feminine traits is? Being emotional. Women are emotional, and if you want to be a masculine man, you can't be emotional. A masculine man can't be acting on his emotions. He can allow himself to feel them, but he can't be acting on them. This doesn't mean you have to suppress your emotions all the time. You should have a male friend who you can show your emotions to. It's important to have a brother who you can be vulnerable next to. What I absolutely hate is the advice telling young men to be vulnerable next to their girlfriends. Even though she might tell you to open up to her, she doesn't actually want you to open up. If you do, that demasculates you in her eyes and makes you less attractive to her. You can call me a misogynist for this and not take this advice. Break down in front of her and learn the lesson the hard way. Habit number 3 is eating a natural diet. Eating the modern bodybuilding diet is horrible. I don't really want to talk about building muscle in this section, but if you eat like all the fitness influencers tell you to eat, you might gain some muscle if you eat foods that fit your macros. But if you use the diet I will talk about, you will not only build more muscle because your testosterone will increase, you will also feel more masculine, you will have more energy, and even your mental health will be much better. Because the modern day diet fucks up all of this. You need to eat a natural diet like your ancestors did. And what is the diet? Meat, eggs, butter, and salt. They would occasionally eat some fruit and vegetables, but definitely not as much as you do now. So start eating like them. Habit number 4, lift weights. If you want to increase your masculinity and start feeling better about yourself, you have to get into the gym and lift weights. I'll go over this quickly because I already made a lot of videos talking about it. So if you want to learn more, you can go check them out after this video. Building a muscular body will do wonders for you. Doing other stuff like calisthenics or powerlifting can also be nice if you enjoy it. But you also need to start doing some specific training to build muscle on top of that if you want to be more masculine. You will see a massive improvement in your masculine energy once you start building a good-looking Greek god physique. And habit number 5 is to stand up straight with your shoulders back. This is the first chapter of Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. In this chapter, Dr. Peterson talks about how standing up straight with your shoulders back not only makes you appear more attractive and confident, it also has very positive effects on you internally. It increases your serotonin levels and even your testosterone levels. Your posture is highly correlated in your place in the social hierarchy. Most people don't even realize this, but we are always in a hierarchy, especially men, and usually when people first see you, they place you somewhere in the hierarchy. Therefore, if you look confident, if you already look like you could be a masculine man, people will put you higher up, and then you need to fuck it up yourself, which is very hard. Most young men walk with the posture of a loser and therefore they get treated like one. On the other hand, if you walk with the posture of a winner, you will also get treated like one. Well, that's it for today. Go click on the subscribe button, share this video with a friend who needs to hear it, and go do something productive now. Bye.